He had a proper nice moustache until the chemo took it away. And that's what he resents most, not the loss of hair or the complexion of a ghost, but the lack of an upper lip fur. Styled as a French twirl, it was, well, smart and real elegant. When he wore a suit, he looked in truth like someone out of his element, but he liked that, and the looks it would attract on the street. Purposely dishevelled yet understated discreet, you see, it wasn't his decision to abandon ship. As the captain of his facial hair, he trimmed it, kept it neat. It would tickle his girlfriend whilst they would sleep. She would roll over for a midnight kiss and feel the scratching of that unholy tryst between man and stash. It would be over in a flash, as she whisked her head away from the uncertain pain of his sandpaper lip. But now she thinks back to those split second, lips beckon kisses, and misses them when alone at night. No pain, but not quite right. Just soft and smooth, no need to move jerkily away. The doctors told him it'd be that way. Gone tomorrow, the hair of today. Told by the doctor to accept and expect the body's intention to reject hair, amongst other things, the cold sweats, the vomiting. He could bear the late nights spent hunched over a porcelain bowl, voice hoarse from the cold air he reaches into, keeping brave on the outside, but screaming inside so his girlfriend doesn't see his house slide noticeably. He builds a collection of tapes, and on later inspection of mixtapes, little escapes from reality, in case the gravity of the situation gets to him. Songs for her to listen to when he goes. If he goes, each mix starting soft, starting slow, building gradually until it explodes, so she knows it's okay to smile. But he laughs as he builds this pile, knowing it's useless as he'll be around a while, to listen with her, to every word. He'll beat the disease, just to lose is absurd, just a thought makes his skin taut with what seems to be a forced grin. From outside you cannot tell if it's acceptance or optimism he feels within. He puts pen to paper with words he hopes are never met. They read, "My Grace, please never forget, or learn to resent the time we spent planning a future that never arrived. But I'll always love you, regardless." She returns home to find him holding back tears. Upon the salty drops he chokes, but certain notice in her he turns and jokes. With the cancer he can cope, but without the moustache there's no hope. 6 months later, and he's feeling good. Smiling uncontrollably as any healthy guy would. She's 2 months pregnant and the moustache is back. His hair is quite short, but it doesn't look mismatched. Today is the day he knows he's won. The day the tapes and letters can stay unsung, unread. He leaves the house for the first time since the cancer reared its ugly head. He doesn't need an ambulance, he walks instead to a coffee shop, where he sits and writes a letter to his unborn child inside that says, "You'll never know the fight I fought that brought me to this point, but I'll always love you, regardless of course." He folds it up, puts it in his pocket to go with the note he wrote Grace months ago. Takes one step, stumbles, and falls. People scream, "Call an ambulance," into the roast bean out of the coffee store. He arrives at the hospital, heart still beating, and then he flatlines. He quits breathing. Grace arrives in time to see his heart beat one last pump. The doctors catch her, she collapses, just slumped. At this point she realises it's not just 7 more months, but a lifetime she has with his child. A piece of him, though she still doesn't smile. At the end of the day she's passed a note. A letter to the unborn child he wrote. She reads it through and almost chokes until she finds at the bottom, P-T-O. She turns it over and reads, "Grace, have hope. Find the letters, find the tapes, find the notes, and find my love for you forever, regardless."